Hello and welcome to the Grammar Master series. This is a brief lesson about using commas when you have items in a list or a series. You need to use a comma to separate items in a list so that the reader can understand which items are part of that list. The last comma, the comma before the last item, is optional. Either put it in every time or leave it out every time. Examples of sentences with lists or series are bring your books, comma, pencils, and flash drives. This is telling the reader to bring these three different items, so the comma after pencils would be optional. I've left it out. Another example is she told him she was tired, comma, cranky, and headed for bed. Again, I've left the comma out to be consistent after the last item before the conjunction. Note that you do not put a comma in if you have just two items in your list. For instance, the principal would either follow the mandate or quit. This says that the principal has just these two options, so I don't put a comma in. Similarly, he was dating Jennifer or her sister. There are just two options here, so no comma is needed. You also need to separate coordinate adjectives. That means two or more adjectives that are modifying or describing the same noun. For instance, the old, comma, spooky house creaked constantly. In this case, it's an old house and a spooky house. So those are coordinate adjectives, so you need a comma between them. The two-car, oversized garage fell down during the storm. This sentence has a similar structure. It's a two-car garage and an oversized garage, so I need a comma between them. You don't separate an adjective from the word it's modifying. For instance, the young woman got the job. It's a young woman, so I don't put a comma between them. The former kindergarten teacher won the election. Here I have a couple of describing words for the teacher, but it's actually the former kindergarten teacher, not the former kindergarten or the former teacher. So no commas are needed. You can use the AND test to try to help you figure out when you need a comma. If you can put an AND in between words, you probably need a comma. If we go back to the sentence at the beginning of this slide, the old and spooky house creaked constantly. Well, that makes sense. So I want a comma. The two-car and oversized garage fell down during the storm. Also makes sense. So I need a comma. But I would not say the young and woman got the job, nor the former and kindergarten teacher won the election. So in those two sentences, I don't want a comma. Thanks for watching this Grammar Master lesson about commas. Please consider liking, and you can subscribe if you want to be notified when we upload more videos. Thanks a lot.